Hello everyone. In this video, I want to show you how to find the unique values from combined columns. So imagine we have a data set like this, where we have the category and the segment. And if we apply a filter and look at it, we can see that there are three categories: furniture, office supplies, technology. And we also have three segments: consumer, corporate, home office. Now, at most, there might be 9 unique combinations, or there might be fewer than that. But that is what we need to find out. It seems like a fairly simple task, but it actually isn't. Because if you think about it, how else will you do it other than make a pivot table? So if you want to do this via a formula, it's really not that easy. Let us see what we do. So the first thing I want to do is to combine the two columns. So I want to combine column B, put a comma, and then combine it with column C. Now, of course, you are not going to get the result like this because they have selected the entire column. So if I say unique, that is much better. Now we are getting a comma because for all the blank cells in the two columns, it is essentially concatenating blank with blank. Then you have category and segment, which is nothing but the header, and then all these combinations. Now we need to drop the first two. So we can simply say that we are dropping the first two. This looks much better. We are getting the result like this. Now the problem is that if we use the text split, and we only do it for a single one of these. So if we say that the column delimiter is a comma, it works. But if you try to do it with a range of cells, it doesn't really work. Hence, I will first say that there is a name. So I'm just saying this is combined. And now I want to take the two parts, the one before the comma and the one after the comma separately. So we will say that part 1 is text before, and from combined, I want to take everything before the comma. Then we say part 2, which is text after, and we take everything after the comma. And then finally, we just want to combine the two. So we will say that our final result is nothing but a horizontal stack of part 1 and part 2. And let's look at final here. There seems to be some error. Let me check that. So there is an extra parentheses here. Let me remove that. And everything else looks okay. There we go. So this is such a nice way for you to be able to combine the two columns and get the result like this for all the unique combinations. I also want to sort the data. I guess this makes more sense to see the result like this. So furniture, consumer, furniture, corporate, furniture, home office. And then it repeats for the other two categories and all the three segments. Let's put this into a lambda as well. So Control C. I will go to formulas and name manager, and we will say combined unique equal to lambda. Now remember, there are two inputs that we are seeking. So I'll just call it column 1 and column 2. And we'll paste our entire formula here. And then we will select the two columns. So rather than selecting column B and column C, I just want to select column 1 and column 2. There we go. There seems to be some problem. Let me fix that. Okay, it's still giving me some error. So perhaps it makes sense to try it on a cell first before taking it there. Let's see. Column 1, column 2, unique of column 1 and column 2. And that's a little odd. Everything does seem okay to me. Oh, my bad. We can't really say COL1 because that's a cell, right? So we'll have to put the COL_1 and _2. Yeah, I think that's going to fix it. And you simply want to select column B and column C. And that still doesn't work. So let me try and fix that. Yeah, there we go. It's working. Perfect. So let me again copy the entire thing. Go back to formulas, name manager, new, and we say combine equal to paste the entire thing. Okay. And let us see if it works or not. We simply want to write equal to combined unique. We select column 1, comma, column 2, and there it works. Now, I haven't really done this for multiple columns. I'm sure I'll be able to figure that out, and I might do it at a later point of time. But the thing is that from my experience, we usually need it only for 2 columns, and that is what I've done here. Now, we could have done this with a pivot table as well, and I would still like to show that just in case. So we select the data. Let us go to insert, pivot table, and from table range. I want to create a pivot table right here on the very same sheet. Hold on. So our table range is once again selected. And then we say existing worksheet E7, and there we go. Now we should be able to put the category and the segment both in the rows. And on design, we go to report layout, change it from a compact to a tabular form. And then we want to say repeat all item labels. And then we also want to remove the subtotal. So there we go. We are getting the same result as we were getting before. Of course, this is not as elegant as doing it with the formula. Let me hide the grand total as well, but you essentially get the same result. Let's also see how we could have done this in Power Query, everyone. So first, let me make this into a table. So I press Ctrl+T. Okay, it makes it into a table. Data from table range, we take it to Power Query. And I haven't tried this before, but let me give it a shot. What we would like to do here is to first select both the columns, right click and merge. We want to merge it with any separator. Let it be a comma for now. It doesn't matter what the name of the new column is. So I'll keep it as the default. Press OK. Now we want to remove the duplicates. So right click and remove duplicates. And now we want to split it. So right click on it and then split column by delimiter. The delimiter is the comma and OK. There we go. Now we can simply sort in ascending order. And there we go. We get the result. So we have our segment and we have our category. This is important because when you're working on Power BI, and in case you want to do this, then Doing this on Power Query is the option that you have, but it's important to learn the Lambda in case you want to work on Excel. And then of course we have the pivot table option. And then finally, we have the option with Power Query as well.